review.
Quick Cap Quickie. About the Commanders and their free agency moves. And the reason I want to talk about this, because, we got a new owner. And with the new owners came new management, new coaches, and all of this stuff, right? So I have no problem with, none of these moves, because to be quite frank, I'm really not familiar with anybody to be judging them. So with that being said is, I don't know how good of an owner these owners gonna be. So we got rid of a bad one, so that's a good thing. So I'm just hoping that these motherfuckers ain't gonna be bad, but I don't know until they show us they not. So I'm not jumping for joy that we got these new owners that we got. If I'm jumping for joy, I'm jumping for joy because we got rid of the bad one we had.
And what was his name?
Dan Snyder.
And you got rid of him and his wife.
Yep, got rid of him and his wife. And
they were the sole owners.
No, they were the majority owners. He was the majority owner.
Okay.
She didn't own nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to consider her being an owner because she married to him.
His majority left, but the minority, they still own their portion.
They sold, the whole team got sold.
Okay.
Yeah, because eventually he ended up buying, I think, the minority owners out before he sold the team.
Okay.
Yeah, he ended up buying.
So he became the sole owner.
He did become the sole owner at some point. Yeah. Shortly, probably the last year of him owning, maybe year or two of him owning the team.
I can have a bottle of water. Okay.
I don't know.
I thought I did. Okay.
But basically, so free agency started, and we started making these moves, right? And one of the first moves we made, we ended up getting this linebacker from Carolina named Luvu. It's cool. I had never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? Never heard of him.
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. He came from Carolina Panthers. I never heard of him.
Can you show me what he looked like? Keep talking. I'm sorry. Luvu.
This might be more than a quickie. I don't know. Hold on.
And he came from the Carolina Panthers.
His name's Frankie Luvu. I'm not ready to pull up all these niggas' names.
That's fine.
But I'm gonna have to look them up because I'm gonna have to run down the list though.
How many of them are there?
We signed a bunch of people. I don't even know their names.
You're not gonna have to look everybody up then if you don't
All right,
know
this
everybody's name.
But I'm gonna look up the list of people that we signed.
Okay.
So basically, that's like one of the first big signings that we made. We come into the free agency with all this money. We got the most money to spend in the league, if I'm not mistaken. If we don't have the most, we got the second, no worse than third most amount of money to spend in this league. And I'm looking at the free agencies out there, the big names, because I'm like, okay, we got all this money, we need some impact players, right? So I'm saying that Saquon Barkley is out there, Danielle Hunter is out there, a few other players that's available, like big impact players are out there, and I'm seeing them just getting snatched off the board. You know what I'm saying? Every day, somebody, the Eagles went and got Saquon. I forgot who Danielle Hunter went to, but these players getting snatched off the board.
That guy Queen.
Yeah, y'all got Queen, Patrick Queen from the Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been a good pickup. But I'm like, okay, I'm thinking I'm sitting there thinking, okay, we got all this money. Why? It ain't too many people left for us to get. We got to spend this motherfucking money. Like, what are we doing? We can't just bank this money and keep it and just. But what I found out later that this money, it does roll over. You got a 3-year period. There's 3-year gaps in which you got to spend your money.
Okay, how long has the money been rolling over?
So this is the first year of the 3-year gap. So I found this out recently, and that kind of settled me a little bit. But the problem I had with people was the fact that everybody jumping for joy for every little free agent that we picked up. I mean, I'm listening to sports radio, people calling in. I love the moves we making. I love it. Yeah, they doing a great job. It's a new day. This new general manager, we got the new general manager. His name Peters. That's his last name. He came from San Francisco. He supposed to have been the number 1 general manager on the market this year. So we got the number 1 guy. I never heard of him. So all this stuff is just me, word of mouth. Hearsay. I don't know exactly what he did up there. I don't know how involved he was up there in San Francisco with picking the players, but they do got a great roster out there. So I don't know, but from what I'm hearing he wasn't 100% sole control. I don't know. So I'm not jumping out the window on nothing I don't totally know about. I feel like a lot of people are. They listening to the media. They not really doing their own research. Like athletes, you can kind of judge them because we watching them play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can judge them and judge them literally off of what we see. A lot of shit behind the scenes, we don't really know who's pulling what strings. You know what I'm saying? You just going off what the fuck the media telling you. So this dude, at some point, the team, I don't know who's doing what.
Well, what exactly does a general manager do?
They pick the players. They decide who we get in free agency. They decide who we getting in the draft. But it depends on how much power the owner give you. The owner might make you a general manager, but he may say, I want the coach to have a lot of say-so in what some of the decisions are, you know?
Yeah.
Some ownership say the general manager has sole control. And that's what's supposed to be going on now.
Mm.
The last regime, Ron Rivera had a lot of say-so. This year, the coach is going to coach. The general manager is going to pick the players. That's how it's supposed to be.
So, as of right now, supposedly, the general manager selected all the players that y'all just recently picked up, correct?
Yeah.
So, once the season starts, if all of these players turn out to be terrible, it will then fall on the general manager's back.
Yep.
That it's all terrible and it's not the coach's fault.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out.
So then, because they're not... So are they saying that he's doing a great job because they believe that these players are going to be good, or because these players have a good track record so far?
It sounds like that they saying that these players going to be good. A lot of people feel like these players that we getting are good players.
Okay.
And they upgrade and da-da-da.
But you don't necessarily know because you're not familiar with these players.
Because a lot of these players I never heard of. Like before we started getting some people would name.
Logo was named a defensive player of the NFC. Did you see it?
Maybe for a week, maybe. He probably was different.
I can't remember what it said. It might have said I don't know what it said.
I promise you, he wasn't the defensive player of the NFC for the year. I promise you that. I would have knew who this nigga was.
I don't know.
And
I mean,
the Panthers wouldn't have let him go.
How can you be a defensive player of the week?
By having the best week as a defensive player.
They have that? Like, you can be a weekly defensive player?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You can be special teams player of the week, offensive player of the week, defensive player of the week, and
well,
stuff
maybe
like that.
That's what it was. But, you know, so, I mean, he wasn't like nobody. But even if that's the case, that means that he wasn't terrible.
No, he ain't terrible.
So, you know,
Based off
but that's a good thing then. That's a good thing. Even if it was just a week. That's a good thing. At least he made it. At least he had a good week. I mean, like, that's a good thing. Versus him being, like, such an average player that he's never even been, you know, highlighted at least for a week.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to... Listen, we are having positive thoughts for your team this year. This is going to be a good year for y'all. This is going to be a good team for y'all. This is going to be an even better year for my team. Positive. And our teams, I believe they play this year. I believe they play against each other this year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they?
I think so. I think you told me that.
Yeah, I think they play against each other this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be, so, I think y'all are going to have a good year. We got to be positive. You got to look into these players. You got to look into them. They might be good.
Okay.
I don't know. Wes. I don't know about these people.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm just letting you. I'm about to go on this rant, but I'm gonna let you say it because you sound just like them.
Go ahead.
I mean,
all
this positive vibe.
All you did was show me
energy.
one person, and I told you what I saw.
I know, but I'm trying to.
Go ahead.
Okay, so can I have my little moment, please?
I said go ahead.
Okay, so this is my issue. I feel like the fans, radio, social media, all that, y'all jumping out the window applauding these niggas for making these moves, and y'all don't even know who the fuck these niggas are. A lot of these niggas we getting that we do know who they are, they old. You know what I'm saying? We got all this money to spend. We ain't got one major impact player. We don't got one player on this team that was here before free agency started, that's here since free agency started, that's better at their position than anybody else in the division is at their position. We don't have nobody that's the best at their position than anybody in our division is at their position. Not one. We can go down to position. Let's start with quarterback.
Yeah, y'all don't have.
Do we have the best quarterback in the division? Because the teams in the division is Dallas,
y'all
Philly,
don't have anybody.
and New York.
Y'all don't have anybody.
We don't even have a quarterback, so we don't have the best quarterback in the division. Do we got the best running back in the division? No. I think that title about to go to the Philadelphia Eagles because they got Saquon now. He's the best running back in the division.
Y'all running back is McLaurin?
Well, McLaurin's a wide receiver.
Oh, okay. Who's y'all running back?
The nigga that got shot, Brian
Robinson.
He's good, but he ain't no motherfucking Saquon. He's no Saquon. He's pretty good, but he ain't Saquon. Do we got the best offensive line in the division? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? You get that to either the Dallas or motherfucking, I don't know what the Giants got going on up there, but Dallas or the Eagles got the best offensive line in the division. I know we don't have the best offensive linemen, like one individual player. We used to have the best offensive lineman in the division when we had Trent Williams. So we did have one player.
Where did he go?
He out in San Francisco.
Y'all traded him or he left y'all?
We traded him, I think, for some dumb shit, too. I think they traded him for some dumb shit. We didn't even get enough. And he's recognized as the best. Not only was the best offensive lineman at his position in the division, he recognized as the best in the NFL.
Why did y'all trade him?
It was just a lot of shit with it. I think him and the organization kind of was bumping heads. He had this crazy injury. He had like a surgery, like a brain. He had some crazy surgery that he went and got checked out by the team doctors, and they tried to brush it off like it wasn't as serious as it was. And then he went and got a second opinion, and they was like, "Oh nah, nigga, this shit is serious." Then he went and got a surgery, and I think the team was trying to rush him back to play. It was like a whole bunch of crazy shit. And he kind of just wanted out. And then we ended up trading him for less than what we should have got. You know what I'm saying? But he's recognized even now, and this was about 5 years ago. And even now, he's still recognized as the best left tackle in the NFL.
Why does our lighting keep going weird like that?
I don't know. But yeah, it's bright like it should have been all the time. But what was I saying? We ain't got the best offensive lineman. Wide receiver, we ain't got the best wide receiver in the division. You can either give that to the nigga up Philly, what's his name, A.J. Brown, or down Dallas now, because it was a toss-up between McLaurin and the dude down Dallas. I can't think of his name. But them two was kind of neck and neck as far as who was better between them two. But neither one of them better than that nigga up in Philly. So we ain't got the best wide receiver in the division. We ain't got the best defensive lineman. Nobody on that defensive line is the best in the division. You know what I'm saying? Philly might got the best one now because they drafted a nigga last year that he probably going to take over. You know what I'm saying? The Giants got a good-ass defensive lineman that be balling. That's better than the defensive lineman we got.
Like Philly got everybody.
Philly got a squad. Linebacker, we just got Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner is probably going to be the best linebacker on our team, but he ain't the best linebacker in the division because he ain't better than Michael Parsons down Dallas. He's the best linebacker in the division, one of the best linebackers in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the best players in the NFL. Corner, we definitely ain't got. We ain't even got no good corners at all. Safety.
Who got the best corner then?
Probably
in your division.
I would say between Philly got a cornerback. What the fuck is this nigga name? I can't think of his nigga name. But he's good. He's really good. He's better than everybody we got.
Williams?
No. I can't think of his name.
Erickson?
Who are these people you name?
I'm just saying names.
You drunk.
I'm like, one of these names will hit. You know I don't know nobody.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. But Dallas, they got some good cornerbacks. They got Diggs. His last name Diggs. He's better than any of the cornerbacks we got. We ain't got the best. We ain't got all in all. We ain't got nobody that's the best at their position than anybody else in the division. And we need at least one. We need at least one. Wow. And they ain't got us one yet. And I understand they just started. But I need them to make that happen before I'm jumping out the window talking about hooray, hooray. They doing a great job. Because what they doing right now, anybody can do. I could do what the fuck they just did.
But this is the thing though too. Y'all got the draft, right? So y'all gonna be drafting people. And then these other teams are gonna be drafting people. That's gonna open up other people. So once these other teams draft other positions, that's gonna open up the possibility for y'all to swoop in and start offering these teams money to take players from them and be like, yeah, and then make more trades and be like, oh yeah, you know, you drafted this person. How about I offer you this much money for this player? No? Is that not how it works?
Let me tell you, okay, let me give you an analogy.
I mean, but is that not how it works?
Let me give you an analogy. You in the dating world. You've been scorned date after date after date. Each person you've dated and dealt with some shit. Mm-hmm. At some point, you not giving nobody no benefit of the doubt until if you're smart. Well, human nature is if you touch a hot stove and it burn you, you're going to be hesitant to touch it again, or you're not going to touch it at all or something. But you ain't going to touch it the same way if you're smart. Mm-hmm. Human nature. You saying all this stuff about you going to do this. How about we let them do it? Let them do it first and judge them after what they do. Because you saying stuff that we know, I know, they know, but it don't mean they going to make the right decision. Just like if you dating people, you start realizing there's a shit pool out here. So if you meet somebody after you done went through the ringer with niggas, you just going to meet this new nigga and just going to automatically be optimistic about this new nigga? No, you're not. This nigga going to have to prove to you that he ain't one of these shit pool niggas. You know what I'm saying? Of course he could be a nigga that he might be a knight in shining armor. Of course he might be. He might be. You know what I'm saying? But if you jump out there and assume it before he prove it, then you a lunatic. Because why would you assume after you see what niggas can do? Motherfuckers be fucking up. You know what I'm saying? So we got this draft coming up. Yeah, but do we know that they're going to make the right moves? Why would we assume that when our history says we ain't been in the Super Bowl in 35 years? So why would you jump out the window? The stuff that you saying that we got coming up, we have that coming up every year. Before these niggas. Before the niggas that was in the position before them niggas. Before the niggas that was in the position before them niggas. And then everybody got the same opportunity and had it for 35 years.
I don't
And
think,
everybody's been fucking it up.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying, though.
All right, so what you saying?
The same thing that I've been telling you, which is that maybe what they're doing is instead of spending their money before the draft, is that they're waiting until after the draft to spend the money. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're waiting for people to make their choices on the draft.
Okay, so this
so
is what I'm
that
saying.
they can spend the money.
This is what I'm saying. So when you dating all these niggas that fucked you over, and then you meet this nigga, and he's showing patterns, slight patterns, or he hasn't done nothing great yet, you gonna sit and say, well, maybe he's waiting for this and that to take me out. Maybe he's waiting to get his money together to take me out on a date, and he pay for it himself or whatever.
But is that not what people do? Do people not wait for it?
No, nigga, you supposed to come in. If I'm being scorned, I need you to come in firing.
Don't you
I
have
need to,
like a whole? But this is a whole new company.
But what I'm saying is, what you're not gonna do is be jumping for joy with this new nigga over every little small little thing he do. That ain't really. He doing basic. They doing basic shit, and you jumping over joy by because the nigga cool.
I'm not saying jump for joy over any of this.
But that's what people doing. That's what I'm saying. People, my whole problem is that woohoo. This people, I'm listening to Kevin Sheehan's show. He's talking about he got an email from a dude talking about, whoa, Wall for these moves. That's just giving him General Manager of the Year right now. People, that's the type of energy people get. People are super excited from these moves. And I'm like, they ain't done shit.
Yeah.
They done the same thing every team in the league done. The Eagles when they got Saquon. Are we saying that we did better than what them niggas did? They already got a good team, and when they got Saquon on top of this good team they already got. That's like San Francisco was just in the Super Bowl. They went and got Christian McCaffrey, their running back. He was down in Carolina, but Carolina was some shit. But he was the knight in shine. He was the black sheep down there. He was a beast.
Yeah,
They was a good team and went and got him and added him to a squad to make them. Now they in the Super Bowl. They kind of unstoppable now, and so I'm like, these niggas making. What moves have we made that's better than the competition?
I mean, I don't think that y'all have made any moves that's better than any of the competition. I don't feel like y'all have made any moves
this is
that
what I'm saying.
requires any type of celebration.
And this is what I'm saying. I understand that it's not over. But how about we wait before we jump for joy? How about we wait until it's over? That's all I'm saying. Let's not jump out because you're gonna be walking. That's why we walk around with fucking eggs on our face every year. Everybody every year start, oh, we gonna be this, we gonna be that. Why you think that? Why? Because you know why? Because people don't think about the competition. They think about their team. They think about, okay, we upgraded. We got players that's better than the players that we had. But nigga, are they better than the players that we gonna play against? That's what we need. We don't need players that's better than who we had. We need players that's better than Micah Parsons. We need players that's better than Saquon Barkley. We need players that's better than Dak Prescott and players that's better than the quarterback of Philly. We need those type of players. Until these niggas get me them, I ain't jumping for joy over none of this little whack-ass bullshit they doing. They buying backup niggas and I don't know none of these niggas. Only nigga I know is Bobby Wagner. He the only nigga I know, and he's going into the Hall of Fame, but he on the back end of his career. I'm not mad at the signing because we only signed him for 1 year.
How much are they paying him? Do you know?
Like $10 million, something like that. But nonetheless, I'm not jumping for joy because we got Bobby Wagner. He's an upgrade, but he ain't better than Micah Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Not now. Get me something when they get me people that's better than the people we going against. That's when I'm jumping for joy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I'm like, y'all jumping for joy for what we've done so far. And we don't even know where this going. They can fumble this whole thing. They ain't done nothing special. They ain't done nothing special. Nothing. I don't know.
No, I mean I agree.
I got
They
me hot and
haven't.
sweating up in here.
They haven't done anything. I mean, like, because you made a good point. They made some upgrades, but at the end of the day, are these upgrades going to help y'all win against y'all competition?
That's what people, and I think that people don't think about that enough. People so focused on the team, and we get upgrades and I don't even know if these niggas upgrades, but that's me. I'm not gonna speak for everybody else because a lot of y'all might know these players that we got better than I know them. I give them that, but this is what I do know. I know this. We ain't got no running back better than Saquon Barkley, who we gonna see twice this year coming up. We ain't got no linebacker better than Michael Parsons that we gonna see twice a year coming up. I'm talking about as of right now. We ain't got no quarterback that's better than Dak Prescott or the little nigga of Philly.
Yeah.
And we gonna see both of them twice a year coming up.
Y'all don't even have a quarterback that's better than Russell Wilson at this point.
Not right now.
Y'all ain't got no quarterback.
We ain't got no quarterback. We got Marcus Mariota. I'd have rather kept Sam Howell. I know you don't like Sam Howell.
Sam Howell was
But you don't know Marcus Mariota. He ain't no shit. He ain't shit either. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, he give me Justin Fields vibe because they both was, Justin Fields wasn't the number 2 draft pick. Marcus Mariota was number 2 draft pick in the NFL when he got drafted.
And he's what is he, like a 5th string?
What's the man?
What number is he?
I mean, he'll back up.
I mean, but what backup? When did y'all get him?
We just got him. And there's a free agency thing.
Okay. Because I'm like, hold on a second. How long have y'all had him? Because Howell was a 3rd string before he started. First stringing?
He was 3rd string.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe he.
No, we just got him in this little pool, so people know who he is, but he ain't nobody, man.
Yeah. So.
He's a good backup. But I would have rather kept Sam Howell because Sam Howell young. Personally, he young. I mean, as a backup, I would have kept Sam Howell. But they traded him. I'm not mad at that. You got another 3rd round pick for him, so I ain't mad at that. But we got money. I don't know. I'm just saying. All in all, I just don't understand why my fellow Commanders fans jumping for joy over the shit we've done so far. And these niggas ain't done shit. Let them prove it on the field before you jump for joy. They just got here. They picking people that we ain't never even heard of. Now, 90% of these niggas that we got, y'all ain't even heard of. Y'all jumping for, oh, we got somebody at a position. Oh, we got 2 offensive linemen. Yeah, we doing it the right way. Can these niggas play? If they pick me and put me at offensive lineman, are y'all going to jump for joy? Because I'm not better than the niggas that's here. Y'all don't know nothing about them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we just getting people and nobody don't really know who these niggas are. But they like, oh yeah, they doing it the right way. How you know? How you know they doing it the right way? How you know they ain't? When this season start, the niggas that got picked up going to some of these teams could be impact players that's taking them to the playoffs. The players that we didn't get, they could be the difference from us being the impact. It's like you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, man, sit back and wait. We don't know if these niggas good or not. We don't know. Stop doing all this jumping out the goddamn window. Make them prove it. You know what I'm saying? Make them prove it. That's like relationship advice. Make a motherfucker prove it. Because the cream will rise to the top eventually. And it ain't going to be hard. It ain't going to take long to see. It ain't going to take long to see. If you an impact person, you know what I'm saying, whether in the dating world or in the sports world, it ain't going to take hard to see. It ain't going to take long. But so let's just wait. Let's just see what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, these players going to do and what these picks going to do. Because I think they saying that we should rent, not necessarily a Super Bowl, but we should be significantly better. But like you said, we ain't got nowhere else to go but up. So it's like they can't do no worse. So they already winning. Would come, you know what I'm saying? Coming in, but
yeah, it's just, I mean, that I will say that is true. It's just like y'all are at a place right now where y'all can't help but to improve. It's a matter of the level of improvement. Are y'all going to improve to the point where y'all are actually giving competition to y'all competition?
That's
or
what
are y'all just improving
the
where?
team.
Yeah. So and y'all want to be actually giving competition to y'all.
This is a
competition.
competition based. That's what sports is about. It's competition.
Yeah.
It ain't about being better than yourself.
No.
That ain't in life. In life, yeah, you want to just keep bettering yourself every day. But in sports, there's in a real life competition, you got to be better than the competitors.
Yeah.
We need to be better than the competitors, not better than ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We need to be better than the competitors. Until you show me and put a product on the field that's better than the competitors, I'm not crowning these new niggas. I'm not crowning the new players. I'm not crowning the new executives. I'm not crowning the new owners until they show me and prove to me in the records, on the record books, you know what I'm saying? On the field, that they're better. That's the only way I'm crowning them. Until then, I'm just sitting back watching, giving them niggas the mean mug face. Somebody got to do it because they up there crowning these niggas and you making their job easy. Y'all need to be putting pressure on these niggas. Y'all been beat down for 35 years. You should be looking at these niggas with a stone face like, okay, y'all making these moves?
Like,
What do you fucking do? Let's see what this shit gonna do.
I agree.
Yeah, we need to be tough on these niggas. They calling on these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And the fan base is a big problem. They're a big part of that. They supporting this bullshit.
I agree. That's how Young was able to get away with his bullshit.
Young was able to get away with this shit. He got these supporters. Man, I've been calling. You been around. I was calling this nigga out early.
Yeah.
Call that nigga out early. I be calling these niggas out because I support the team over the players. A lot of these fans support the players over the team. And that's ass backwards. If you got a player on the team, these niggas ain't from here. Chase Young made sense because you even pointed that out. We was like, maybe they support him because he's from here. That would make more sense than anything. Like, okay, at least y'all feel tied to him because he's local. I don't give a fuck about that, but I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because
bad.
you saw him off the rip. Since you came around, you watched him with your own eyes like, he's not good. I'm like, thank you. The nigga's not doing shit. Week after week after week. But then you got these fans.
They did better when he was off the field than when
they
he was
did better when last year when he got hurt, the defense got better. He came back this year. This was one of the worst defenses we done had in who knows how long. Traded his ass. I was so happy about that. He went out San Francisco, almost got benched in the Super Bowl because of his effort. They was about to bench his ass because he ain't putting forth no effort. He all on Sports Center. I'm sending you the clips. They talking about this on Sports Center on First Take, showing clips of his effort and how he ain't out there.
That was embarrassing.
He's an embarrassment, but these fans riding it down for this nigga. Oh, yeah, no, he good. He just didn't making all these excuses. Y'all ain't real fans. Y'all ain't no real fans supporting this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I don't know what to call them. They not real or they not smart fans. I don't know. In my eyes, y'all not real fans if y'all supporting the players over the team. Y'all choosing these players that's not even from here over the fucking city. That's what y'all doing, whether you know it or not. But, you know, this Clipper Cap Quickie turned into a full episode also. So, I ain't really got no more to say about it. You know what I'm saying? So, you got anything to say?
No.
Because you making me mad, too. You sound just like you sound just like them niggas. I don't want you to have no more to say.
No, for a second, I forgot what we was talking about.
But, man,
a second, I forgot what we was talking about. And for a second, I started thinking about the draft and stuff and spending the money. So I started talking about, well, they could spend the money afterwards. Because that's what we were talking about a lot of. Mm-hmm. When they could spend the money, because you was upset with, like, you know, you was like, well, they got all this money. Why they not picking up better people now? And I was like, but they can maybe wait until afterwards, remember?
Who's going to be left after the draft?
I don't know, maybe.
Nobody.
They could be picking up people, but maybe
Everybody's
they can make
gone.
trades. But they can make trades afterwards, because maybe once people start getting, shut up, man. Just leave me alone, because you know I don't 100% know how this whole thing works.
You just saying, y'all saying a whole bunch of maybe this, maybe that, maybe this. Okay. That's what got y'all. That's why a lot of y'all need fucked up relationships too. Doing a whole bunch of maybe they gonna do this, maybe they gonna do that. Some things motherfuckers need to be doing, or you need to. You on the clock. Oh, you ain't do this by now? Oh, well, nigga, my eye. Ain't know all that maybe
well,
shit.
maybe the
Nigga.
Redskins don't fucking care this year. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't feel like they ready to spend their money on y'all this year.
I'm not.
Maybe they don't want to spend their money on y'all this year. Maybe they ready to ride it out this year, and maybe they willing to risk it this year to spend their money next year because they don't feel like who they got this year is worth it.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it is.
And if that's the plan, and if it worked, cool. But until I see this shit play out, I'm not crowning nobody. That's all I'm saying. Niggas is crowned already.
Listen.
That's what you're not understanding. My issue is that these niggas crowned. The owners are crowned already.
I'm not crowning.
Peters is crowned already.
I'm not crowning no
Dan
y'all
Quinn
people.
is crowned already.
I'm not
These free
crowning no
agent
y'all people.
players that we got, they crowned these niggas already.
I didn't
We
crown no
already
y'all people.
winning.
I don't think I.
Listen to the fans. We already winning. Oh, we winning. We winning the free agency shit. Oh, we got the best general manager. Go ahead and get him the general manager of the year. These moves, y'all stupid. Niggas are stupid. Niggas are stupid. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are stupid.
This what
You know
y'all
what I'm saying?
this is what y'all wanted to hear.
Niggas are stupid.
That's what y'all been waiting on. He gave it to you.
Niggas is, I don't know.
You got it all out?
I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm gonna sit back and see this shit play out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crowning these niggas until they earn the crown.
You got it all out?
Yeah, I'm done.
Thank you for listening to Wes's rant on Quiff and Cat.
It was a quickie, but this shit turned into a podcast episode.
Wes's Redskins rant.
Yep.
Stay tuned for more during the season. Thank
Wow.
you.